Alright, we just found out that the Catalans are a Mediterranean people.
That's why they have problems.
Welcome back to Unholy Talks. Today we have David with us, who's a Catalan from Catalonia. The reason why we're doing this is because I was supposed to be in Barcelona this week, but I was gonna go teach you guys how to protest, man. I'm watching the protest and I'm crying.
You're gonna teach them how to protest?
Dude, even if I don't protest, by just being from Jerusalem, you learn a few things.
Then you got denied visa from the Spanish from the Spanish consulate, right?
Consider a terrorist right on Spain. But just for the sake, man, you watch anyways. So, but we didn't go to Catalonia, and we're here. So we have David with us to sort of, so I can get my Catalonia nostalgia.
Can I have the first question?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I think many people will be watching this and it's like they know a lot about Catalonia from Barcelona and the football world. But about the politics and the history, I think many people will probably lack some basic information.
So which leads us to the question that we want to answer. How many Catalonians live in Catalonia? Like how many people?
We keep the definition Mahmoud about being Catalan.
What was the definition of Mahmoud?
If you feel Catalonian, then you are Catalonian. If you also, I will elaborate on that if you want.
Mm-hmm.
If you dream in an identity, in a language, then that's your identity. If you don't dream in it, then that's not
But
your
I once
identity.
dreamt that I spoke Chinese.
No, no. But did you dream during your days, during your nights, usual nights? Do you dream in Armenian, or you dream in English, or you dream in
Catalan.
Catalan?
Didn't
Or what,
tell
you,
you I speak
what you
Catalan.
dream is that's your identity, because the subconscious is talking for the conscious. I
Okay.
think that's so. Those people who are
Pretty
dreaming in Catalonia, they are the Catalonians. How many are there? I mean, what's the division between Spaniards and Catalonians in Catalonia?
Maybe we could go like to people who speak Catalan and people who speak
Okay.
Spanish on a daily basis. Because the language they speak will probably be the language they treat.
And the Catalonian is being taught in Catalonia in the schools,
Yes. Like, it is
in all the public
main,
schools in Catalonia.
Yeah, it's the main language. Like besides the language courses like English or
So it's an
Spanish.
official language, or is it a
Yes.
language with a special status? Or what?
Yeah. In Catalonia, it is considered an official language by
That's
the
good.
Catalan government, and it has.
So
But
there
you
is-
come. Wait, sorry. But you come from a small village where they're only Catalan speaking, or there's a bit Spanish.
Catalan is much more powerful, like in my village than in Barcelona, for instance. Like
That's a very-
my life is entirely in
Catalan.
Catalan, although there is some people who speak Spanish as well. But like the percentage is
What's your count for Independence? The majority of your count? I mean, you can tell by the vote.
yeah.
Okay. So the assumption would be those that speak Catalan are more likely to be pro-independence, and those that don't speak Catalan are less likely to be for
That
independence.
good assumption?
Yes. Yes.
So the Catalonian identity is really shaping around the Catalonian language, right?
Yeah. It has always played an important, very
Plus
important role.
other
in
cultural
Catalan.
elements that shaping up the Catalan identity, music, arts,
They think that they're rich.
Well, the
money, class.
They think that they're, you don't want to pay for the rest of Spain, right?
Well, economy plays a role, of course. I would say it's less important than the language, but of course, like the pro-independence movement is very wide, and there is people that are pro-independence for specific reason, and there is probably some other people that put more focus on another reason. So,
But, okay, another question about the independence movement. Those that want independence, do they want just independence for the administrative part of Catalonia, which is the Spanish part of Catalonia, or do they want independence for all of the Catalans, which also extends to France? Because it's one thing to piss off the Spanish, it's another thing to piss off the Spanish and the French together. And they also have a small city in Italy. I can imagine that, pissing off everybody.
I really like that you ask this question because it's an issue that sometimes, or that usually is not raised up, that people don't talk much about it. But there is a political entity which is called Catalan countries, which is like now it's nothing on a legal basis, but it's the political project shared by some people.
It's
not only
emotionally connected.
Yeah,
It's kind of in one way.
not only in Catalonia but also in Valencia, in the Balearic Islands, in this southern part of France, which have the language in common again, like a region where it started.
And they share the flag
and
the political aspiration.
yeah, although at a very different level.
In what way Catalonia would be better if it is separated? I mean, why you want to be separated? I mean, of course, I understand the political aspiration to be independent. I guess all of us wanted to be independent in personal level or collective level.
My people are.
But why your people are? But what and my people are? But what make the Catalonia strong? I mean,
Well,
are you feeling like you are being exploited by Spain, by the king? Are you being harassed? Is your identity being...
Franco died, man. It's been 40 years.
We moved on.
50 years.
well, it's coming back. Like, I don't know if you saw the news. Like, there was
far right one.
There was election
Yeah.
in Spain a couple of days ago, and the far right didn't win, but it
They got
became
more seats.
they became the third party in.
But actually, that would raise a very good question. If I'm a Catalan independence guy, if I see the elections where the socialists also won again, and Podemos, and then the far right, which of these parties is on my side for independence? Because none of them seem to be on my side for independence.
You need your own
So if I'm a
right
Catalan
parties.
independent, what do I care that the far right one or the left one, or they all don't want me to be independent? So I don't really care about that, right?
Personally want a different state because I think Catalonia would be a more democratic and a more social state than Spain is. Because well, if you go to the elections, you see that people vote differently. That the Vox, which is the far-right party in Spain, is the third party now and got 15% of the seats, of the votes, while in Catalonia it was voted only by 6% of the population. The PP, which is the right-wing party,
Those are the BB.
That's a pity.
One B now.
If Catalonia was independent, you would have your own far-right parties that would be getting votes from Catalans. It's not... I wouldn't say that just because Spanish people vote for their own far-right parties, Catalans wouldn't vote for their own far-right parties.
No, but
if
it might
Catalonia
be-
was
of
independent.
course there is
You know?
nowadays already, and it would be a far-right party. But this is different in each country. Like so in some countries it is higher, in some countries it is lower.
And using you just as an example, so you if there is a voting tomorrow, you probably vote for a separate Catalonia, and if the day after
that was a heavy assumption. Are you for
No, I'm just
independence?
using-
Well, I voted
assumption.
yes in the referendum 2 years ago.
So
that's
say the next day there's another voting about joining the European Union or not joining the European Union. Would Catalonia be part of the European Union?
well, that's a interesting topic, which I think has not been
Talked about.
addressed. Yeah,
It's kind of funny, like you live in Spain, but then you get into the EU from the other side. I mean, I don't know what notion
Again-
of independence that is if you leave a small country and joining a bigger union.
Yeah, I can tell my personal opinion. I
Yeah.
would vote no to the
The EU.
EU. Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't think this is the general assumption.
That's not a good
nowadays.
strategy because the EU is going to work against you guys. So you might as well just send the
They're
right
going to work
message
against
to the
them
EU.
right now after watching this. Spain is going to work against you. You better stay in Jerusalem.
And the football, of course, is a big part. And Barcelona is
Of
a big
course,
part of it.
like-
And they've been quite political. I mean, as a sport entity, pro separation, right?
Depends on who the president was at.
the time.
Yeah.
Often, sport is presented as a political activity, but actually, a lot of the time, it's very political.
Yeah, like
But it's an institution, and the more, I mean, the higher you are in an institution, and the more important you are, and the more connected you are to the national network, which is the Spanish network, I guess the less likely you are to rock the boat, because you're probably benefiting from being that proximate.
But you also have
the higher
fans.
ups,
You also have fans, and you have people. So you
Probably,
have to also,
but look,
and they pay money.
but a lot of the Barcelona fans. I
Shareholders,
mean, for
stakeholders.
sure you have fans in Barcelona, in Catalonia, wherever. But a lot of Barcelona fans. I mean, the money that goes to the football team, I'm assuming, is also based on the worldwide fans. that probably don't care much about
They don't care.
the internal
They don't care.
independence politics. They'll still go buy a shoe that this Barcelona player wears, or buy the shirt without even thinking twice about
But
where
the
he
slogan-
stands on a political spectrum.
But the seal of the football club does have the Catalonian colors in it, right?
Yes, the Catalan flag, but not the Independence flag.
Not
Okay,
the blue
not
stuff,
the
Exactly.
not the blava. Stalda blava.
Estrella Blava, very good. Yeah.
If I,
End to end.
if I go with that blue flag right now to Spain, will I get arrested? Is that the?
If you go with the blue flag to
is that
Ramallah,
actually
you
a
get arrested
offense?
for sure.
Not really. Not yet.
Will people throw tomatoes at me if I'm in Madrid?
Well, depends on.
On the season, if you have a tomato festival.
I'll tell you, because I went to Madrid.
Depends on what kind of people.
I went to Madrid in 2013, and it was going through a rough time. It was in November, and there were strikes. But it was pretty boring in Madrid. Now, when I go back, I know what's gonna start the party up. It's supposed to start. Lava. Anyways,
You know,
we
it's a big
wish
crowd.
Catalonia the best.
yeah,
Whatever
they think is the best for
Everything
them.
that's best for them.
That's a good
We have an observer status in the UN, so we will just observe. Luckily, we're not going to be asked to vote on anything. Not that it's going to the UN for voting anyway. But good luck for whatever is good for Catalonia.
And next time, let's bring the Scottish person.
No, we have to bring a Basque next time.
Oh, boss.
We have to go through around all these separation movements in Spain first. So we definitely don't go back
Do you
to
know
Spain.
Bus?
Yeah,
Around
okay.
here?
Yeah, okay.
Do you guys hang out with each other and shit on the Spaniards?
Sure.
Well, we cut that out, right?
Oh, leave that. Who cares? That was the truth.
Thank you, David, for being
Also, Spanish stuff.
Thanks, David, for being
Adios.
part of us.
Cheers.
Hasta luego.